Hi everyone, I'm Suleman from Artocrafter. Today I'm sharing my finished sketchbook, the one I have been working on for a while now. It's not a tutorial, it's more like a relaxed flip through where I show a few pages and talk about what I learned along the way. And for a few pages I will even add quick, loose watercolor touches just to show how you can turn a simple sketch into an expressive little painting. This sketch is based on a photo I found on Unsplash. Let's quickly bring it to life with some colors. On the table, I'm laying down a very light wash of yellow ochre and using the same tone on the railing above. I think it's a balcony or maybe just a rack. Doesn't matter really. For the greenery, I'm mixing sap green with a touch of yellow ochre. The chairs get a layer of Payne's grey. The original color might be different, but that's fine. It's all about expression. You can choose any colors that feel right to you. Now I'm adding some shadows under the table and a bit of depth on the counter with a mix of blue and yellow ochre. Keeping the perspective aligned is important. Even in loose or expressive sketching, your strokes should still follow the perspective. There's a girl sitting in the cafe working on her laptop and another person standing by the counter, just suggesting their presence with quick strokes. For the dress, I'm hinting at a yellow top. And if you ever make a mistake, remember a paper towel is your best friend. I'm adding a bit of red to bring contrast and energy, plus a few more shadows under the chair and table. This process feels relaxing and so therapeutic. Even though I don't have the reference photo in front of me right now, I'm painting from memory and imagination. It does not have to be a perfect copy of the photo. In fact, it shouldn't be. Use your colors, your energy, be expressive, and don't hold back. Try to maintain good contrast. If you are using warm yellow tones, balance them with the cooler blues nearby. It really enhances the ambience. Looking at the overall layout, this cafe feels quite spacious. So I'm using lighter tones to capture that airy, open vibe. Some darker tones here and there suggest areas with less light. Under tables, behind chairs, wherever the light doesn't reach directly. And again, this is just my imagination because, as I said, I don't have a reference photo in front of me. So use your imagination, be expressive. And that's the beauty of expressive painting and loose sketching. You are not copying, you are interpreting. A final few touches with the white gel pen, and that's it. Let's turn the page. This one's finished. This next sketch is also from Unsplash. I changed the furniture a bit, added my own table and a chair to fit the story I want to tell. I'm using burnt sienna here for that wooden warm tone, and some Payne's Gray for the shadows. Using a paper towel to lift some color, it's a great way to fix small mistakes or to create light areas. By the way, the paints I'm using are Winsor and Newton Cotman, the travel set. It's sometimes called the student grade line. Cotman colors are a bit more opaque compared to the professional range, but they are still very nice to work with. And the sketchbook, it's just a simple sketchbook for pen and pencil, not really meant for watercolor, but surprisingly it handles light washes quite well. So if you are practicing, you don't need expensive material. What really matters is consistency. Once the page dries, I move to the next. Here I was studying the roots of a tree, exploring how they twist and connect. That's a sketch of my coffee French press, and it's an imaginary plant. Now here's a fun one. A sketch of a bus. Since the van next to it is yellow, I'm painting the bus in blue for contrast. Loose washes first, then darker Payne's Gray for windows and shadow area. Feel the rhythm of the scene. That's how you keep the energy in your work. Keeping it loose, keep it expressive. No one is judging your art. Let it dry. And here I start experimenting with figures. Really quick gestures, using yellows and blues. You will notice how a simple sketch transforms when color hits the page. It's magical. Keep flipping the pages. This is a nice sketch. Again, a loose and expressive. Here is a small cup holding pens. I want it colorful, so I'm painting it with yellows, blues, a touch of permanent rose, and burnt sienna. So add some shadows so that it feels like it's on a surface, not floating. Next is a measuring tape from my desk. I followed the curve of the tape with my brush, so the perspective feels right. Always move your brush in the direction of the form. The motion of your hand adds life. Then comes my spy series. Another quick sketch of some roofs and windows, some planes. Oh, the teapot, my favorite one. Few more sketches. Telephone booth, iconic. Then this is little IKEA lamp. So I painted it with yellow and ochres for the stand. and shade and Payne's gray for the shadows. Looks like the lights is coming from the top because the shadow is round beneath it. I'm using imagination now because I took this reference from the IKEA's website. I was interested to buy this lamp, but then I thought, like, let's make a quick sketch of it. So you can see that by adding the colors, it's become alive. There's this funky old car, maybe a Chevy, a loose comic style sketch. I'll leave this one to you guys. Tell me in the comments which color I should use when I paint it properly on 300 GSM paper. I love hearing your suggestions. And that's wrap up the sketchbook tour. It was fun revisiting these pages and giving some of them a splash of color. Remember, don't wait for perfect conditions or fancy materials. Just sketch, paint, and enjoy the process. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more watercolor and sketchbook videos. Share your thoughts in the comments. This is Suleman from Artocrafter. See you in the next one.